Oh, what's going on, my trainer club? I'm going to bring to you one of my favorite Great League battle parties today. I'm going to cover the weaknesses, the strengths, and what you can do with this party, especially when people don't know it's coming. So, welcome to the Trainer Club, guys. Here we go! Before I get started, I want you to drop in the comments, what is your best Great League party so far? I'm very curious to see what you found successful for yourself and what you tend to use when you battle in the Great League. And then also, when I'm showing you this battle today, I also got not one, but two SINNOH stones in one day, which is the first time I have ever seen that happen. Let's start getting into what my team is. When I start taking into account what I'm going to do, I really look for a little bit more of the stamina when I'm going to fight with these Pokemon, because the stamina in these battles seems to have a profound effect in comparison to the other things, because we're really focusing on typing. So if the attack is just a little bit lower, the stamina will make up for it, and I can guarantee you that, because it will happen and you'll see it for yourself when you're using it. So when you check out these Pokemon, you can go to Game Press, you can go to Pokemon Go Hub, just check out the stamina. If you have a very low stamina Pokemon, that's probably not the Pokemon you want to use, unless the attack is just so absolutely dominant and you can get it off so rapidly that it's going to make up for that. So to get into it, I'm just going to give you my team right now. This is what it's going to be, and I'll give you an alternative for one of them as well. So the first Pokemon that I use because of his tankiness is going to be Quagsire. I really like Quagsire's ground-water combination and the fact that he can get a rock move. It really helps out in this instance to protect the entire party, because this party that I'm going to give you is strong against 15 out of the 16 types of Pokemon. The only thing it's not strong against is going to be normal type Pokemon. And then the second Pokemon that I'm going to use in this party, which it doesn't really matter what order you put 2 and 3 in because you can switch whenever, but it's going to be Muck. And it's not the Alolan Muck, it's the regular Muck, because he is only poisoned, so he doesn't have as many weaknesses as the Alolan Muck has. So it really gives you an advantage, and he can still get the same moves. Although he doesn't get stab for the dark moves, it does still make him effective, and it gives him a little bit more added resistance, which I think is very crucial when you're battling against other players. And then my third Pokemon that I'm putting into my party is going to be, so you kind of seen, I got the ground water, I have the poison, which also has a dark move. So now we're going to need to do dragon, right? So we're going to need to go with the Alolan Ninetales. And I know everybody's like, the Alolan Ninetales, why would you want to do that? Because one, he gets ice and he gets fairy moves, so his protection is going to be immense. He's not really falling into my stamina tankiness category, but the moves that he gets really help you out. And I haven't even unlocked the second moveset for this guy, but when you do unlock the special moveset and you use all of the moves that I have here encountered, this is really what's going to set you apart. It's going to put you at the optimal damage position when you're fighting against any type of Pokemon. Is all you have to do is know this Pokemon can handle X, X, and X, this Pokemon can handle X, X, and X, and this Pokemon can handle X, X, and X. So let's get down to the details of what it covers and how to do that. So Quagsire, the only downside to this guy is going to be that he is double weak to grass, and that is his only weakness, grass. So, which is really profound and cool. But what it makes him strong against, so we're looking, when we're using the ground moves, which is going to be Earthquake, although it is a little bit more of a built-up special, it's really worth it for this guy just because he gets the rock move as well. So we're able to get the Earthquake and we're able to get the Stone Edge. So the Earthquake ground move going to be strong against poison, fire, rock, steel, and electric. And then Stone Edge, being a rock move, going to be strong against bug, flying, fire, and ice. So before unlocking the Stone Edge, we did not have a cover for bug. With these two moves, we're looking at 9 strengths that we're going to be able to go against. So we have 9 different typings that we are strong against just with this one first guy. The other alternative that you can use is going to be Whiscash. And Whiscash gets the water gun move. He also gets Mud Bomb, which is a 3-bar special. Pretty effective to put him up front if you don't care about the bug strength. But the only thing you don't get is the rock move, which helps you be a little bit more effective. So you can trade off. And the other alternative is that Whiscash is a little bit more tanky than the Quagsire, so it's going to put you at a little bit of an advantage. And then Quagsire, being ground in water, is going to resist electric, rock, fire, poison, and steel. So this guy is pretty well rounded. I really like him. He gets the water gun move. I really like water gun as a quick attack. It happens very quick, and it really gets those guys getting their specials up fairly quickly, and it also does a good amount of damage, especially now that it's a stab move for the Quagsire. So there's number one. Number two, we're looking at Muck. So since Muck is weak against Psychic and Ground, it is a very good idea to put a Dark Pulse as the special, because Dark will then be powerful against Psychic. And then Ground, if we have a Ground Pokemon that comes out that is a really effective ground move, you can switch to the Alolan Ninetales, which we'll get into that in a second. But Muck being Poison, so Muck with Gunk Shot, it is a very powerful special. It's going to help you do the best you can. So Poison is going to be effective against Grass and Fairy, which is really effective because a lot of people are using these different types of Pokemon, especially the Venusaur with the Frenzy Plant. And then also the Dark Pulse is going to be effective against Ghost and Psychic. So we're covering really good specials, and Muck is pretty tanky. What I said, the stamina, he is ranked 34 stamina in Pokemon Go. So I really like these stamina Pokemon because when they're resistant, or even if they're weak, they show a little bit more resiliency to get some specials off, and that is the key here. Getting off your specials with the type advantages is going to get you the win in Pokemon. And then finally, we're looking at Alolan Ninetales. Although he is not quite as powerful in stamina, he does have very powerful moves that help us out a lot. Going to be weak against fire, poison, rock, and steel. So that's why we have the other guys out there to really be effective, especially that Quagsire is going to help out a lot. And then the Ice Beam is going to be effective against ground, grass, flying, and dragon. And then Dazzling Gleam for the fairy move is going to be effective against dark, dragon, and fighting. So this is going to wrap the whole thing up. The only thing this party is not effective against is normal Pokemon. So I'm going to put the last fight that I had in here when I was fighting against my buddy. He decided to go ahead and he knew my party that I was coming in with, and he put a Munchlax in the beginning. Extremely effective start to his battle party because he knew that all of my Pokemon were not effective against the normal. So he was able to go with the Body Slam, Munchlax to hit me, and which totally destroyed all my guys because of the Quagsire. Although he's really effective, he does not get specials as often as like a Body Slam special would come. So he was able to waste my shields very quick and then take me down. So if you don't know this strategy and you don't know what I'm using, I have a pretty solid party. But if you're able to know and you're able to use a really tanky guy right up front, that will really take you down. And then I also fought a couple other battles, so you can see the wins when they're not expected. You can also see what a counter to this party would look like so that you can then further your party. I really do like the Wish Cast for the Mud Bomb. The only thing it's missing is the Stone Edge. So Quagsire would be absolutely ultimate if he could get something like Rock Blast so that you could really get that 3-bar quick specials. If that guy ever gets that move, he is going to be a PvP dominant Pokemon. Or if Wishcast ever gets Rock move, that will also make him super dominant. But you could use the water for the Wishcast. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Once again, hit that sub button and that notification bell to get all of my up-to-date comment. I want to know what you guys are doing in PvP, what your party is, like I said in the beginning of the video. And now we're going to check out the battles of what happened when we went with this party up against other people. So thank you for tuning in, guys, and I will see you out on that next video.